Here we are live in Louisiana, Tupelo, Mississippi, Mississippi, Tupelo, Tupelo, Louisiana, Lower Valley. These are the slave houses here. Been here since the 1800s, 1900s. We're out here photographing them for our new project, Doug and I. And here, it's got to be about 60 of them still left. Still looking pretty good. Some of them. And all the way down the street here. Let me go a little closer. They got a fence here with barbed wire. So,
we have access.
but they gave us access to the property here.
The owners.
The owners let us do what.
Of the 7,000-acre property.
There it is. It's 7,000-acre property. It's sugarcane plantation. And the owner came down. We talked to him. He let us come here and do whatever we wanted to do here. Film, take pictures. But they're going to be starting a tour here. And you can come see them for yourself. It's to me, it's really emotional here because what people had to go through, how they lived, where they lived. Some of these houses here are bigger because these houses here, it depends on your status. Now, it goes all the way down. So now I'm going to look on the other side, and you have more. There it is, more. There's the sunset, and the trees coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you have more here. This used to be over here, the sugarcane place where they were doing the sugarcane, and somebody burnt that down. The guys say they have a lot of vandalism here. People came and burned 6 of these buildings, so they got a security guard.
They vandalized.
Well, yeah, they vandalized and burnt 6 of them. Graffiti, which is crazy. Some people say, we should burn them all down, but you burn this down, you won't have this history. These are originals. These are originals.
And it's the largest in the country.
This is one of the largest in the country. Okay, let me go back. Doug, just correct me. This is the largest in the country and one of the most haunted places in the country. On both sides. I'm standing in the middle of the street, which I'm crazy because out here, I'm not even gonna tell you what's out here, but this is the middle. D, there's your shot here, the wide. This is here where.
Get this in the morning.
No, I'm coming past you. So, yes, he's dropping down the sunset. We're out here doing our little sunset shots. But these are where the slaves lived. 1800, 1900. The story is one of the guys who owned this in the beginning. He only paid $35 for some of this property here. The master house it caught on fire and they redid it over, so it's not original. And I don't really want to go see no big house. I want to know about these here. Now, it's a house here. We met a cop, and his grandmother said some of their family were slaves here. It's like a third house down the street. Doug, what's the name?
Queen.
Who?
Queen.
Queen. Family Queens used to live in one of these houses down here. It's a third house from down they used to live. So we got access to the whole place. We got access to the whole place. Open the gate up for us. Let us do what we want to do. I'm trying to walk down and you'll see where some of the outhouses are still here. Love the sunset. Let me walk down a little bit. Have patience, because y'all know I got a broken leg. At least act like it anyway. So all these are other, so there's no trespassing here. Let me get out the street, because I'm the, if you look down on the ground there, you see little holes. Those are where the outhouses were. And you'll see them from here all the way back. Wait till I... And there they are. They line up from here all the way back. Outhouses we had to use. If you look close enough, you see one still has the wood toilet seat on it. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to walk down to the third house where one of the cops we met out here, a brother, and his family has this history in here. Going back across the street, here's the rest of them. Like the bigger ones to the smaller one is your status that you had when you were here. So you were probably, I guess if you were back in the farms doing whatever, you lived probably on this side, because some are smaller, some are bigger. And then as you go down further, there are some that are smaller. And I guess that's where, you know, your status came in on who you were. The big house is way down there. You can't get in there because they said it burnt down and then they rebuilt it. So there's a private owned, somebody owned it now. That's probably was the only house that needed to burn down. So we're here doing what we do. It's the kind of stuff I love, this history. So I'm going to show you this house. It's the third one in, and that's where I seen the only African-American cop, that's a sheriff out here, and his family lived in this house. And it's this one right here. This is the one his family lived. But then you have more, so you have about 60 of them still left. Somebody said there used to be 110, and then somebody said there's 60. So I don't know what the truth is. It really don't matter. Like this one here, somebody vandalized and burnt. I think it's 6 of them. So they got security out here. They have an ex-cop that has his rifle out here. But he's nice. He was nice to us anyway. All I did is smile. He's okay, you can have what you like. That's a joke. And the owners said we can do what we want to do. Close the gate when you leave. And here's the first, one of the first that's off the block. See, this must be the house because the guy said the bricks are falling on it. So this is the house. This will be the third house because it's another house. And they did a couple of movies here. They did, see, no trespassing. Don't even think about it. They did a couple of movies here. This here in the movie, I can't think of it, but I know one, Ray Charles. Ray, they filmed that here on this property. And it's another movie. Right here in the other movie, this is a school. This used to be a school, but in the movie, they made it look like a church. But I'm getting old, so I don't remember the name. But if somebody knows. And this is a school. Well, it used to be a school. In the 1800s. It's crazy. That is still standing. I'm loving this because y'all know I do construction. And to see this stuff still standing. Some of it's down. Some they said they're going to repair. You can come here, like I said, for a tour. This house here is totally different from all the rest of them. This house is the house where the head brother stayed or sister stayed in this house. This is why it's bigger. So in here, you have, well, have no trespassing, but we got carte blanche. So we do what we like. This house here had a bathroom, kitchen, and I'll show you real quick if you can see down this road. That's where the big house is. But we won't be going down there. So here, that's where the security stays here, because they keep them from vandalizing and graffiti. Somebody got murdered here, they say. Somebody had suicide here. So this is one of them. This is where some of the bigger, the more powerful slaves, I would say, that had a little more clout than most, stayed here. And if you look, you got old tubs, light fixtures. I guess the head brother or sister. This is, you can't imagine how I feel to see this, because you have to be here. I didn't touch anything. I don't want to touch anything. It's the history here that the old hinges. They say at night sometime you see people walking at night. It's so haunted here, walking between the trees. That's what I want to see. I want to see someone walking between the trees. That stuff I like. Yeah, my partner Doug, he down the other end. That's right, slaves. Can't call them anything else. We've been to a couple of, maybe 3 others, sugar cane plantation. That's what they're called. That's what they have on some of the plantations. And this is what we ran. So some of the other ones give big tours. They cost maybe $23, $26. So they made money off of us when we were working there. Now they making more money of us having tours. But these are originals. The other ones, I think they refurbished some of them. Some of them, they said they have furniture inside. So, well, I have to go, because I want to photograph some of this with the sunset coming down. But I want you guys to see it. Well, this one is burnt. This is the one the officer said is some of his people lived here. So you have it on both sides of the streets. You have it on this side and this side. Protected by barbed wire. They just put up, they said a couple years ago. If some of you guys will send me some messages, I can't read and video at the same time, but I appreciate it. I'll try to look. Watch out for the spirit. No, I love the spirit. I'm good. I'm already blessed, so the spirit, all it can do is make me more blessed than what I am right now. I ain't worried about the spirit. I'm worried about the people riding in these cars. The spirit, I'm good. But no, everything out here is good. Just came out. Be back out tomorrow. And cover something else on the other side of the highway. So there go Dougie Doug. Doug was crying earlier. He was so emotional. I guess we both was. Yeah, see, I know. They got a big and then over here they got a crocodile that is 10 feet. Alligator?
Yeah, that's
Oh, alligator. Well, all right, we ain't in Africa. All right, you got an alligator that's right next to us, about 10 feet long, that crosses the road. So the guy showed.
Half its tail is gone.
Yeah, half his tail is cut off. I guess a car either ran over or something else ate him. But it's nice. I'm in heaven here.
Yep. You can hear the peace and the quiet.
Right, yeah, everything peace,
Nothing
quiet.
but the crickets.
What time I'll be filming tomorrow? I don't know. I'm getting ready to pull my camera out so I can do the other stuff I do. I'm not a filmmaker, so if it's kind of shady, it's shady. But this is one of the outhouses. Just imagine you had to go. Well, some people I talk to, some of their grandmother's houses still have these outhouses at it. But could you imagine going out here, summer, winter? Well, Louisiana, not too much winter, a little cold. They go all the way back next to trees. But it's so powerful here. I mean, if somebody did see something, I see how you probably did because it's so powerful here. The spirit here is crazy. That's why I don't want to touch anything. You know, the guy let it in. I said, both of us said we're not touching a thing. We're not going to walk on it. And you don't want to walk on it because a lot of this termites, a lot of termites are in this stuff. You know, this is our history. 18 something. This is who we are. This is here. This is it. A lot of us didn't even know this was still here. I've been trying to get here for a while. We got blessed to come down now. God bless the guy we talked to, the owners. Come on, you guys go in and do whatever you like. Here's the key. Lock the gate back up when you leave. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Coke and a smile. Coke and a smile. All this is sugar cane that's still active on the other side. Tomorrow I'm going to try to go live with the drone. Get an area view of everything. Alright guys, got to do what I do. Pick up my camera. So thanks for watching. Look at this. Learn about it. Laurel Valley. It's crazy. Some of these I have the back of it because the front they keep locked because people, like I said, they found somebody dead in here. Somebody committed suicide in here. People got raped in some of these houses here. That's not saying back in slavery time. Right. I'm talking about recent. This is not back. Well, it happened back then. I would guarantee you, but this is recent. That's why they got the barbed wire up, because they said people keep coming in vandalizing, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I can't talk anymore because it's making me get emotional. We got a lot of bright people coming by here, and we the dark people, and I don't trust me being on this highway. They might act like their high beams don't work. But here's the last one I'm going to show you. But just look at it, still there. Metal roof, chimney. Can't go inside it. I wouldn't even want to go because it's all rotten out. So all I can say, until tomorrow, we out. Peace. Love you guys.